This is side lying plank hip dips. So fully advanced would be having your feet stacked on top of each other. You're going to raise up, arm is in the air. If this is easy for you, you can always grab a weight and put in this hand. And you're going to control and lower your hip down to the floor. If stacked feet is too hard, the next position you could take is separating the feet and lowering the hip. If that's still too much, you can drop to a knee. You just want to make sure that your knee is in line with your hip. It's not in front of the hip. So knee down, leg down, arm up, drop the hip, and raise. These are side lying hip dips. These are bird dogs. So form is really important with bird dogs. It's important with everything, but this one is one that a lot of people lose form on real easy. So I'm going to take what's called quadruped position. I want to make sure my shoulder is over my elbow, over my wrist, and my hip is over my knee, and I'm shoulder width apart with my knees. I'm going to make sure my shoulder blades are pressed down and back, and they're not up here in my ears. So I'm going to take that position, shoulders go back. The next thing I'm going to do is tuck my pelvis under so that I don't have any arch in that lower back, okay? So shoulders back, tucked under. Then I'm going to extend opposite arm and hand as far as I can, keeping that pelvis tucked under. It should not look like this. It should look like this. Come elbow to knee, extend out. Elbow to knee, extend out, okay? You wanna make sure the shoulders stay back and you don't start to do that. If you start to have the shoulders go into the ears, just stop and rest for a second, but make sure you don't lose the pelvic tuck. Make sure you don't lose the compression or the pushing down of the shoulders into the shoulder blades or the rib cage. Okay, Supermans, you're gonna lay on your belly. You're gonna bring your arms out to the side. This is a movement to strengthen the lower back and the glutes. So I wanna relax my head so that my spine is in neutral on my head. And then I'm gonna raise up, squeezing my lower back and my glutes as tight as I can and control back down to the floor. Don't squeeze up and just plop to the floor, okay? It's controlled lift, controlled lower back down. So you're almost resisting lowering yourself back down to the floor. Squeeze up, lower down. Squeeze up, lower down. And that's Superman's